Hello everybody, thank you very much for making the effort to come and listen to this little talk. I hope you find it informative, and I hope I'm pretty sure you will, all pick up one or two little things that you didn't know. Some a little bit wacky, but some a little bit, make you think back to your early days of sailing, when you had to use a pencil and a chart and things like that. Okay, just a little bit about me, just so you know I've done a little bit of sailing, and it's not to really impress you that I've done lots and lots and lots. The point I want to bring up here is the 31 transatlantic crossings that I've made. The interesting thing of those is that 24 were purely done with a sextant. Okay? In fact, the last one I did, which was on a very beautiful boat, and some of you who are in the yachting business will probably know it, a boat called the Amber, which was a boat that the Queen stays on in Carrickweek. And we actually took that across to St. Martin in the Caribbean. But George Lucas, probably heard of him, the director of Star Wars. And I took the crew and we navigated, even though they run the ship on the navigation system, we actually took the boat all the way across using celestial navigation. And I was training the crew up during the crossing. During the evenings we were doing talks and looking at the stars and things like that. And they reckon it's one of the best ever crossings they've ever made. Because normally it's just a job to get the boat from A to B. Right, well, we're going to start off with something that you all know. And bit by bit we're going to lose it all. Yeah? Because that tends to what happens in the real world. The GPS. There's some interesting things about the GPS that you probably don't know, or are not aware of, because they don't want you to know. Do you know how long the GPS has been around for civilian usage? When I talk to people, especially the youngsters, they think it's been around forever. But in fact it hasn't. It's only been around really for civilian usage since 1996. And that was when Bill Clinton issued the directive that it should be a dual-use system. Before then it was around, obviously, but as a military system. Well, in 2001, President Bush was then asked, Mr. President, would you ever turn off the GPS system? And his answer was, no, unless our sovereignty is threatened. So you can imagine, of all the countries in the world that's probably got their sovereignty threatened, I think they're pretty up high on the list. This is the one that gets most people that they don't realise, is do you know how strong the actual signal that you receive on your iPhone or your iPad or your GPS, or your boat's equipment? Well, its power is the equivalent of looking at a 100-watt light bulb from 12,000 kilometres away. And if you want another analogy of that, it'd be also if a car was to be sitting on the moon with its headlights on, and we were to look at the moon, that's the power that we would actually see from the car's headlights to us. So that tells you it is actually a very weak signal. And there lies an issue, or a problem. Did you also know that in 1993, before we even started using the system was jammed? They actually made a movie about it. And if you remember it, it's called Black Hawk Down. And the Americans couldn't use their own GPS system within 12 miles of the centre of opposition. And the reason was that the world's media were beaming up signals to satellite, television, video, news, radio, and actually jammed the system. We're going to move up a little bit now to 2013. And this is the issue now that is starting to get all the governments twitching. And this was a little exercise that the Americans put together with a university from Texas to try and see how easy it was to mess up the GPS system. And what they did in 2013 was a boat called White Rose and Cracks. Their task was to hijack that boat without them knowing that they'd been hijacked. So the captain was informed, Yeah? But during your trip, what we're going to try and do is try and hijack your boat. When we've done it, we want you to telephone us to say you've noticed. Well, to give you some idea, 2 hours after they've been hijacked, the people on the shore phoned them and said, do you realise you've been going the wrong way for the last 2 hours? And actually took total command of their command station, got the boat off course, all the plotters were shown to read correctly. They looked behind the boat, couldn't see any change in the wake. Yeah, it was all done subtly, 1 degree at a time. 2 hours they've been hijacked before they've been took. And they knew they were going to be hijacked. It wasn't a case of, oh, well, let's see what happens. They were told that they were going to be hijacked. They didn't know. I know the captain of that, and I know the owner. And when you hear some of his stories, it's very interesting. Now we're getting a bit more up to date. 2018, only last year, the Russians spoofed 25 ships at the same time, put them all in the same position, and none of them were on the water. Syria, Iran, Israel, had all of their systems knocked out by the Russians spoofing it. So, here we go, we're all happy, aren't we? Galileo. To the rescue. Well, what I like about Galileo, we've got a little bit of a problem called Brexit. And because of Brexit, even though, and I don't know if anybody's any good at maths here, but the system to put in place was 10.4 billion to put up there, which we had an equal share of with 27 other countries. Our share was 1.4 billion. Now, I'm pretty sure that doesn't quite equate if you divide it by 27. It should have been something like 0.37 if you want to know the real answer. Okay? And we also, because we're British, we play by the rules, we actually signed a bit of paper to say that the only people who can use it are the people in the European community. Which means next year, if we're not in there, we can't even use the system that we've invested all this money into and our technology. It's not to worry too much. We're thinking of putting our own on there to be cheaper, and we've learnt all the mistakes that they made in the first place. But there's a problem. As with all electronics, I think we call it a teething problem. And if you want to really get up to date, this was 2 months ago. Out of the 26 satellites that they've got up, 24 weren't working. And if you think that's bizarre, the 2 that they had up that they didn't say wasn't working, can you believe this? They've retired. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah, you don't hear about this. Let's see what's going on. You cannot find out why those satellites went down, but I know. It's my interest to find out. So I try and keep navigation alive and try and let you know the vulnerabilities. And they weren't down for 5 minutes. These satellites were knocked out for a whole week. Next year, this is fully online and operational, even though it is running now. Yeah? So we haven't got to really worry too much about the Brexit option if we have to produce our own. So, should we worry? Is there anything else to worry about? But apparently not, because they've kissed and they've made up and everybody's going to live happily ever after. But as all good sailors, we should have plan B. When you go sailing, you've got a boat. You take the life raft. You've got plan B. So why not, when you go sailing, have a navigational backup and a plan B? Interestingly enough, in 2011, the Chinese did have a backup. Yeah? So you imagine 2011 with 2019 now. So for the last 8.5 years, the Chinese have had a full part to their armed forces with over 5,000 members in it. And all they do, all day long, is study cyber warfare. How to jam the GPS, how to send out fake news, you can't believe what's going on. They also have to protect themselves This is why people like Bush don't want Harry to be giving all these mobile phones to everybody, because technically they've got a link to everybody that's got a phone, because it's run by the Chinese government. Yeah. The US Navy even had a backup plan, and they own the building system. I mean, you can't get any better than that. And they've got a plan. Do you know what their plan is? They've reintroduced celestial navigation to all of their students. Talk about a full circle. And talk about a full circle military-wise. The Russians, the Chinese, the Americans have already got their warheads with built-in almanacs from the stars. So, if the GPS system was to go down, they can actually navigate by the stars. Now, that's a full circle if you've ever seen one. Well, my advice is, even if you've got plan A and plan B, yeah, you can still run out of that, but it's not to worry, because my advice is, there's still another 24 letters in the alphabet. And I can tell you, in my early sailing days, I've been down to J and K many times. But in reality, that you probably would never have an issue with the GPS. And that little chat was just to let you know that you could, yeah, and what the things are that they won't tell you because they don't want you to know. But this situation could happen. Electrical storm. Yeah. I spend a lot of time in the Azores. The amount of yachts that we see coming through there every year with no electrics, because their engine's packed up and they've got no means of charging the batteries and be able to generate power, and every year. Yeah. So, what I'm saying to you guys is, what about in 2019 that you get prepared a little bit? And you can do that by going back to the basics. Keep it simple. So at this stage, we've now lost our GPS. And in the old days, this is how we used to navigate. We used to have a log that used to tell us how fast we were going, and we had a compass to tell us in what direction we were going. And we used to use something that was known very simply as dead reckoning, deduced reckoning. Once you got to know your boat, you knew how fast you were going roughly. Yeah. With your log, you could be a little bit more accurate, and it was just distance travelled from the place that you started from, and of course you steered. Sadly, and this has happened to me on more than one occasion, those little logs, the impellers, we would call them on a new little boat, on probably every other trip, we'd have a shark that would actually eat the little rope and we'd lose the impeller. Sadly now, those impellers would probably cost more now than a GPS would cost you, which is very funny. Yeah, talking about the circle. But even if you lost it, there's a great little formula. Yeah? 5 times the length of the boat divided by 5 times the time it takes an object to pass from bow to stern, yeah, is equal to the boat speed in knots. Now again, 3 times the length, times 5 times the time. Yes, 3 and 5. So 3 times the length of the boat times 5 times the time it takes an object to pass from bow to stern will be equal to the boat speed in knots. These formulas and anything that's on there within the presentation that you can download from my website for free and whatever. Just to share a quick worked example, a 45-foot yacht times 3, 135. If you took an object 5 seconds, it would be 25. Divide 25 into 135, give me a boat speed of 5.3 knots. Yeah? And of course, once you know your boat's length, you always know it's 135, so you're only ever dividing in the time it takes. Well, we've now lost the compass as well. So we've lost the log, we've lost the compass, but if you're good, remember the plan B? You should be taking your hand-bearing compass. And with a hand-bearing compass, you can do some simple stuff, like get a fix and things like that. So, this one you'll know. They're the most basic of all fixes, and very reliable. A, B and C, where they cross, is where you are. The learning process. This is one of my lovely quotes because I can relate to me when I first started sailing in the early 70s. The learning process is simply progressing from cocksure ignorance to thoughtful uncertainty. And this is a lovely story in Kiel. I don't know if any of you have heard up that way. And this is a very true situation that took place. In 1972, I was sailing for the British Army on a 54-foot yacht with no engine. and I was one of their chief skippers, and I was also an examiner. And I had the sad duty of having to take out a very good friend of mine to take his ticket off him because they considered that he was dangerous and he was my friend. And you probably won't remember, but in the 70s we were having a few problems in Northern Ireland, and by him losing his ticket meant he would be going to Northern Ireland. This guy had never done a day's soldiering in his life before, so it was a tough little gig. I didn't want to do the job, and because he was a friend. I then turned around to the army and I said, well, what if I don't do it? I said, that's okay, Stokey. How would you like to go to Northern Ireland? That's the army for it. So I thought, well, and I was a little bit of a rebel, and I thought, well, I'm not going to let him do that. That's not right, is it? I thought, I've got to think of something. And then I thought of my Baldrick moment. I've got a cunning plan here, Ducky. Now, the only way I can take the ticket off you is if I see you do something wrong. So what we're going to do, when we leave tonight, I'm going to bed, yeah? And I want you to wake me up when we get to Denmark with a cup of tea and an egg sandwich. And if you do that, I won't take your ticket with you. And I can put my hand on my heart saying I never saw you do anything wrong. So therefore, I can't possibly take the ticket off you. Anyway, Stokey, give us a start. Thank you very much for that. And I said, well, I didn't want to be here. So there we go, 10 o'clock at night, I go to bed. That's what you do. And off we go. Just to give you some idea, this is a pretty dangerous area to sail in the night, especially when, and this was on a little 27-foot yacht without any energy. On the one side you've got minefields, and on the other side you've got sandbanks. Yeah? And in the middle you've got all the ships trying to go to the Kiel Canal. So I've gone to bed, 10 o'clock at night, nice and dark. Oh, this is great, what an easy job this is. 2 hours later, then comes Dougie, I'm lost. I've got up, I said, where's the crew? I said, they're on the bed. This is 27 foot, and I couldn't see the guys on the bed. I haven't got a clue where we are. I've been to bed. I said, Dougie, what have you done? And the crew, you could actually see the knuckles. They were white where they were hanging on. Because all we could hear was all the way around us. Right? Okay, well, look, Dougie, it's impossible to be lost. And it is. Unless there's one little thing that you don't know. And one would assume that you should know this, i.e., where did we start from? Now, if you don't know where you started from, then technically you can be lost. But if you know where you start from, you cannot be lost. And we're trying to do this now logically and calmly while everything else is going around us. And I said, well, look, Dougie, what's the worst speed you've done? The slowest you could have possibly gone in 2 hours. They said, well, 4 miles. I said, well, okay, we'll put 4 miles. Yeah? What's the fastest you think you've gone? And he said about 6 miles. So we put 6 miles on. And then we drew 2 circles. So I'm not as lost as I first was. I must be somewhere in those 2 blue circles. I said, well, what was the worst course you steered off to port? And he told me, and I laid that on, and the one to starboard, laid that on. And now we've got a little bit of a part of the circle, which now gives me a bit better option than where I might be. But I'm certainly somewhere in that blue bit. So you have a choice there. You put yourself to the nearest point of danger, which in my case was the minefields. So I put myself on that side and said, right, what we're going to do now, we'll sail away from there, we'll get into shallow water. When the water drops, we'll drop the anchor, wait till the fog lifts, and then we'll go in. And that's what we did. When Dougie came out with this great idea of we can get a fix. And I'm thinking, this is interesting. 5 minutes ago, we didn't know where we were. And now he's talking about getting a fix. Okay, how are you going to get a fix? I said, well, we just take a bearing on the fog walls. Yeah, and as you can see there, I've highlighted the 3 lighthouses, Kiel Light, Bomb Light, Peaceful Light. And again, have you ever tried to take a bearing on a noise? And I got the crew and I said, look, where do you think that's coming from? I said, no, it's over there. It's over there. Right? I said, you've got no chance. And look, he said, no, he said, you don't do it like that. And this is a good little lesson that you can always learn from everybody. And this is something I've still never seen in any navigation book. Okay? And he said, no, he said, what you do, he says, you get the chart and you roll the chart into a great big cone. He said, and now what you do, he said, you put that in your ear and now take the bearings. And I can tell you, this is true. We did that, and all of us took the 3 bearings, and we ended up with a little cocktail like that. And I said to him, well, what we'll do, we'll put ourselves in that cocktail, whose point of danger, we'll sail towards the harbour, the Olympic Harbour in Kiel. If we don't see it and the water drops below 3 metres, we drop the anchor, which we all agreed to. Off we went, fog lifts, and there you go, the harbour entrance was smack bang on the nose. I have used that twice in anger, not because I was lost on my head, I'm going to get that one in quickly. Yeah? Once we're going into the Havre, I was on a boat called Pretty Lady, which is one of the very few boats ever to be bound from the Woodhall around the world race. Yeah, we're doing 14.5 knots across the English Channel. Yeah, had the receivers on board. Yeah, because the boat had been, so they're trying to get the money back for the boat because the guy that was the skipper, a guy called Rob James, passed away, and they needed to get the boat out of the country because everybody had a writ on it. So I had to go and steer it with a bunch of paras. The paras loved me, and again, you can imagine the receivers in thick fog, 14 knots across the English Channel. Right, again, I happen to be in bed. So they wake me up, they go, oh no, Woody Stokey's all right. And there I am, can you imagine, on this mega yacht, yeah, with a great big chart sticking out here. And again, oh, the harbour's just over there, right? And sure enough, the harbour, the entrance popped up, but it takes the noise and funnels it down. I mean, you do look a little bit of a prat with this thing sticking out here, well, I must admit. However, nobody can see you, it's fogging. Yeah? And the other time was in the Dover Straits, where we knew there was a ship, but we just couldn't work out where he was because of the fog, and we literally followed him right away across the boat. And got away with it. Sadly, I had to fail Dougie, but he did understand why. So, how can we get any worse than that? I suppose we could get worse by not having any position lines to work with. And this is a great one, especially Roger there is going to be sailing across the Atlantic soon. This is an interesting one. When you sail all the way across the Atlantic, right, you see land, yeah, but you can't see where you want to go to. Because there's no features on the land to help you find it. And you've got nothing on board also to help you find it. Yeah? All you know is that you've actually seen England. Yeah? But we've been aiming at that destination for 2,500 miles. Now, because I don't see the destination, which way do I turn to find it? Do I turn left or do I turn right? Well, this is called deliberate error navigation, and we deliberately aim not to go where we want to go. And we always make sure that we're upwind and uptide of the destination. So when we see the land, we always know that the destination must be to the left of us. And then all we do, we get close into the shore, like done there, pick up the land, do a little tack, turn, and sail down the coast till I see my destination. Now I know somebody that's actually sailed to South Africa from Australia, yeah, and turned right to try and find Durban, and a day and a half later he realised he'd gone the wrong way. He wasn't very popular with his crew, I can assure you. And this one, you've seen the land now, and you've seen a lighthouse, and you know how high the lighthouse is. I don't know if any of you know this one. When you know the height of an object, if you place your 3 fingers across, like I've done there, so if the lighthouse is 150 foot, you will actually be 10 times that height away, 1,500 feet. Very simple, very quick. If you've got a hand-bearing compass, take a bearing, go feet. But, getting worse, we've now lost the hand-bearing compass. Well, let's go back to the days when men were made of wood. Sorry, when boats were made of wood and men were made of steel. Yeah? And going back to the stars. Now, I'm not going to teach you celestial navigation now. I'm going to show you stuff where you can look up in the sky and find your direction. And one of the greatest ways of finding east or west is with this constellation here called Orion. And I'm sure that you all know that constellation. It's very easy to identify. Orion, the hunter. And often is the brightest star in the sky, Sirius. Okay? What's unique about it is the star in the belt. And the star in the belt called Mintaka is incredibly unique. It is the only star in the sky that actually rises exactly due east. And when it sets exactly due west. So if we saw Orion coming up in the evening and saw Mintaka, you'd be able to check your compass on that. Yeah, that is exactly 090. But if you want to see something and you couldn't work that out, or you forgot what Stokey had told you, you cannot have a bigger signpost in the sky than this. So when it goes up in the east, and surprise, surprise, look. That's a pretty big signpost, isn't it? East. And what's unique about it is when it goes down, it falls on its back. And surprise, 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 we can fit in a W. How simple is that? And if you can be bothered to wait till it goes all the way down, when it actually sits on the horizon, you know exactly where due west is. Finding south. This one's a little bit more complicated till you go a little bit further south. In the winter up here it's easy to do. We can do it with that constellation there, Scorpio. And Scorpio is unique because it doesn't rise in the east and set in the west. It just sits in the south. But there's always 3 stars in Scorpio that are vertical to the horizon. It's either the 3 in what I call the claw, or the 3 in the question mark. Whichever 3 are vertical is exactly where due south will be. Because all that constellation does in the evening is fall on its back. So you can clearly see there that the original 3 stars aren't vertical anymore, but the 3 in the claw now become vertical. And I can also find south later on in the evening. Finding north, I'm sure you know that one. Yeah, especially here, location, location, location. The North Star. What a fantastic star. Yeah. So Polaris, when you first try and find it, if you've never done it before, yeah, you've got to have a little bit of help. And a little bit of help, and once you've found it, you won't forget it. We use this constellation here. I'm sure you know that one as well, the Great Bear, Ursa Major, you know, the cloud, you know. Because the beauty of that is the 2 end stars, Merodach and Doobie, both point at the North Star. And if you measure that distance 5 times, you always take you to the North Star. So here's some simple emergency navigation, but you never thought you were going to learn astro today, did you? And this is dead easy. And it's only rough, but the rough angle of Polaris is equal to your latitude. So if you stood at the North Pole, the North Star would be right above your head. If you measured an angle of something right above your head to the horizon, it'd be 90. What's the latitude of the North Pole? 90 degrees north. Angle 90, the latitude would be 90. As you walk away, you'll see that Polaris will appear to be lower in the sky. So when you see it 60 degrees in the sky, you can measure that angle. The latitude would be 60. If you're 45 degrees, which is just south of where we are now, the angle would be 45, the latitude is 45. If you get all the way to the equator, what you'll see is the North Star sitting on the horizon. If it's sitting on the horizon, the angle is 0. What's the latitude of the equator? 0. Oh dear, we've lost the sextant. It's going downhill here quick. Yeah, but twice a day we can do a sight. Because twice a day we know the angle of any celestial body when it rises and when it sets. It's 0. In an emergency, to give it a rough thing. Now, another thing you can do with your hands, because we seem to be losing lots of things, we can also pray. Yeah? But also, if you've got a watch, an analog watch, we're not in the digital world yet, we can actually use our watch always to find south. And to do that, all we do is hold the watch horizontally, we point the hour hand at the sun, we look then between where 12 is and where the sun is, so we'll just do it, there's the sun, there's the hour hand, there's 12 o'clock, in the middle between the two is where south is. So we always find south. Note, if you use, obviously, daylight saving time, you need to work to the 1 o'clock. Yeah, rather than the 12. I don't believe it. We've lost the chart there. Don't worry. You can make your own. Especially if you go to Kelvin Hughes, they sell my plotting sheets there. You can make one yourself. You don't need to buy all these expensive ones. Because at the end of the day, in the middle of the Atlantic, there's not a lot to hit. Oh, and we forgot to buy the up-to-date tables. And unbelievably, the clock stopped. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. And did you know? Time, we can actually tell the time without a clock by using Polaris. Now you can see how Polaris has become very important and very useful. Yeah? Now remember I told you about the plough. The plough is unique because it's called a circumpolar constellation, which meant if you're at the North Pole, the plough would go all the way around your head. Every day. Do that, around the North Star. Because of where we live, that's what we'll see. We'll see the North Star about 45, 50 degrees in the sky, but the plough still goes all the way around the North Star. Every 23 hours and 54 minutes. It does that every single day. Which means that every day it moves a little bit further around by 6 minutes. That also means if we looked at the same time every night, in the spring you'd see the plough there at 10 o'clock. In the summer you'll see it there. In the autumn you'll see it there. In the winter you'll see it there. So you can see that it not only goes around once every day, it also goes around once every year. And because of that, we can actually use it to tell the time. And what we do to be able to do that, we draw an imaginary clock face around the North Star, and we imagine it as an imaginary clock face that is mirror imaged. So 6 is at the top, 12 at the bottom, 9 to the left, and so on. That becomes my clock face. My clock has only got one hand, and they're the pointers, like that. And then we have a little formula, a little rule. The rule is, we double the hour, we double the month, we add them both together. This is the magic bit, wait for it, tiger. We take away from 41 and a half. And that will give me the time. So we can have a little go. So there's my clock face, there's my hour hand. I'm sure we can work this one out together as a team. Double the hour, 3 and 3. 6, well done. The month is July. 14, add them together, 20, take away from 41 and a half, bingo, 21.30. And to show you that that is correct, I'm now going to show you at a different time of year, also at 9:30. So you can see that it does work. This is in January. If you remember that last slide, the plough was over the other side by the 3. Now it's by the 9. But it's the same formula. We double the hour, we double the month, January, we add them together, 21 and a half, 21.30. And here's one for you if you want to have a little mental go in your head. Because what I've done now, I did easy one. Make it a little bit more complicated by not going to a 7 or an 8, but going in the middle. And because I'm on a bit of a time constraint, I'll give you the correct time. The correct time is 18:30. And the way it's worked is that double the hour was 15, 7 and a half and 7 and a half. Yeah, the month was April, which was 8, doubled. Add them together, take away from 41 and a half, and there we go, 18:30. When you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's cloudy, it's stormy, there's no stars, and God has gone to bed, quite Stokey. Don't worry, yeah, we can still survive without a radio. And a radio is probably one of the most useful things. When you lot go sailing now, you're probably taking iPods and this and that and whatever. I used to take a portable radio. That was my godsend. I could get all my news. It didn't matter where I was in the world. I could get news. I got this news come through one day. Stokey Woodhall caught climbing the fence at the Bet 365 Stadium. Police made me go back and watch the rest of the match. We can find out football results every Saturday, any ocean, anywhere in the world. So it's my entertainment. It's also incredibly useful for getting time and weather. Now, a lot of you, if you're going to do any long distance sailing, you want to try and remember these frequencies, 5, 10, 15 and 20,000 kilohertz. They are dedicated time signals. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, that will emit a time signal. But the unique thing is, if you're in the Atlantic at 8 minutes past the hour, it gives you all the storm centres and gale centres for the whole of the Atlantic. And if you're in the Pacific, it gives you all of those at 10 minutes past the hour. So, as an emergency navigation tool, what I didn't tell you was that if you were in the Atlantic Ocean, you would hear a male voice. And if you were in the Pacific Ocean, you'll hear a female voice. So therefore, if you don't know which ocean you're in, tune into one of them frequencies and you'll know. But we can also use the radio for direction finding. And this is actually very useful. And what we would do, we'd take the radio, something similar to that, and we work on the aerial. There's two aerials on a radio. There's the one that you keep breaking, and there's one that's built into the radio, a ferrite rod bar. Okay, it's a ferrite rod bar that we want, And the reason and the way it works is I would tune into a station. Now this is you can be Barbados. How's that sound? And what I would do, when I turn the radio on like this, I'll get, "Hello there, Mark, this is Radio Barbados." And if I turn it that way, when I'm turning the end of the radio on there, all I'll hear is, very low. And as I turn it, "Hello there, man, hello there, man, hello there, man." Because what's happening is the aerial is picking up the whole of the signal as opposed to the end of the radio. Which is great, because then it's telling me where Barbados is. However, there is a slight problem. Anybody cottoned on what the problem could be? Well, Barbados could be there, but it could also be here, because there's two ends to a radio station. However, one would assume that you would know whether your sail platform is supposed to be going after you've been at sea for a long hour. However, if you don't, we still don't have to worry. Because we've still got yet one more navigational tool on board that we can use. And this is the new Ray Marine Southwest Stokey Woodhall 1 frying pan. And what we do with the frying pan, and you'll be glad to know, we've actually got my sponsor here for frying pans, and as you can see, we've even got solar panels on the bottom. Right? Brilliant, eh? And what we do with the frying pan is that we would put the frying pan in front of the radio, and if I can still hear, "Hello there, this is Radio Barbados," Barbados must be here, because by putting the frying pan in front of the radio, we jam the signal and you will be able to hear it. Now you know to use a frying pan to navigate with. These are the questions. With 90% of the world's freight moving across the seas and a great deal of the world's human transportation going across the skies, where is the backup to the GPS? That wasn't my words. That was the words of the people that did the trial that hijacked that £82 million yacht. But my answer is Ventnor, Stokey, and now. Thank you for listening, and I just want to leave you with one final thought. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Thank you very much.